broadcasting across the U.S. and around the world. Good morning, radio friends. Happy Independence Day weekend, and welcome to the Retro Oldies Brunch. I'm your host, Vern Sherd. This month's showcase will take you on a trip back in time to the 70s as we visit the year that was 1972. We'll include news and entertainment briefs, our three-of-a-kind music trivia segment, a trip to our radio vault for a forgotten 1972 hit, and we'll also have a long-distance dedication from one of our listeners. On this month's showcase, an artist who also became a pastor, and an artist who, along with his drinking buddy John Lennon, got thrown out of a famous LA nightclub. We'll begin our showcase with a song about failed attempts to make it into the entertainment industry. The artist's son, Albert Hammond Jr., is a guitarist for the indie rock band The Strokes. Here's his dad, Albert Hammond, with It Never Rains in Southern California. Now we're up to the first of four Rock and Roll Hall of Famers on our showcase. This soul legend became a pastor through tragic events that led to a divine awakening, namely the suicide of his girlfriend and sustaining a serious injury when falling off of a stage during a performance. He had 14 top 40 hits during his career, including this one, his signature song and only chart topper of his career. Here is Al Green with Let's Stay Together. Welcome back to the Retro Oldies Brunch. I'm Vern Sherd, and now it's time to take a look back at the year that was 1972. 11 Israeli athletes are killed at the Olympics in Munich after an Arab terrorist group infiltrates the Olympic Village. Atari releases the world's first video game, Pong, at arcades. Apollo 17, the last manned moon landing, occurs. And the Cornelius brothers and sister Rose have their biggest hit, a million seller that was a follow-up to their million seller, Treat Her Like a Lady, the prior year. Peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Pop Charts, this is Too Late to Turn Back Now. Now we're up to the story about a couple of drinking buddies who were members of the infamous Hollywood Vampires Celebrity Drinking Club that was created by rocker Alice Cooper. In the mid-1970s, this singer and his drinking buddy, John Lennon, were drunkenly heckling the Smothers Brothers at their comedy performance at the legendary Troubadour nightclub in L.A. The two patrons were kicked out of the club. Just another famous escapade for singer Harry Nilsson. In 1972, Harry had his only number one hit. This is Without You. And now it's time for our long-distance dedication. We got an email from Terry from Indiana. Hi, Vern. I'm submitting my story for your radio show. My name is Terry, and I live in Evansville, Indiana. For the past 35 years, my father, Tony, has been working in Kentucky for the power company as a lineman. The work is hard, and there are times when Dad needed to work long hours to help restore power from ice storms, windstorms, or blizzards. He and his crew even traveled to other states to help out in cases of hurricanes. This happened most recently when he traveled to North Carolina to help restore power lost from Hurricane Helene. He would share his stories about his work and how he and his crew would sing Wichita Lineman on their way home from long repair jobs. I remember the year that Dad missed my sweet 16th birthday party because he had to be in Tennessee to lend a hand to restore power lost from a violent storm. He felt bad, but I knew that people depended on him to do his job. The next year, he surprised me for my birthday and took me to Harry Potter World in Florida. This summer, my dad will be retiring, and I would like you to play Glen Campbell's Wichita Lineman for him. Please let me know when it will air. We would love to have the entire family and his crew listen in for one big sing-along. Sincerely, Terry. Well, Terry, thank you so much for sharing your story about your dad with me and all the listeners. Terry, here is your long-distance dedication. Welcome back to the Retro Oldies Brunch. I'm Vern Sherd, and now it's time for another look back at the year that was 1972. The Godfather and the Poseidon Adventure were the top box office performers. All in the Family and Sanford and Son were the top TV shows. Baseball legend Jackie Robinson dies at age 53, and former President Harry Truman dies at age 88. And number one this week in 1972 is a song by an artist who served in the Navy for 9 years and then worked as a parts assembler before hitting it big in music. Here is Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Bill Withers with Lean on Me. That was Long Cool Woman, and that concludes our showcase for the year that was 1972. Don't forget to follow DJ Greyhound Radio on LinkedIn so you can gain access to our monthly schedule and subscribe to our YouTube channel for showcase clips. We'll be back next month for another showcase of the year that was. Until next time, radio friends, this is Vern Sherd saying, don't be afraid to aim high with your goals. Even if you come up short, you still end up at a better place. You're listening to DJ Greyhound Radio, playing the hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.